Yeah, hi. Could I speak to someone in the advertising department?
I'll transfer to him now. Thank you.
Uh,
Good afternoon, Liana speaking.
oh, how are you today?
Good, how are you going?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Not sure if you're the right person I could speak to. Do you handle the advertisements that Bob Jane does, especially the ones like the commercials on TV?
Yeah.
You, you,
So did you have a proposal or what? What's
oh,
that?
no, it's just that, I've noticed the commercials in the last, say, 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're aware of the ones I'm talking about. You have a background of the sky and clouds in it in most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the question is, are you aware there's subliminal messages in your commercials? And do you know what I mean by subliminal
Not
messages?
exactly. If you can just explain, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. You have messages in the background usually, which have nothing to do with the commercial. Like it's got nothing to do with selling tyres. What we have in the background is like messages for people to see for a different intention. And
What's
what I'm
that?
finding,
What messages are you talking about? Because
well,
I review those commercials. I haven't seen any of those messages.
well, clouds are clouds. You know what clouds obviously look like. They're puffy clouds. But in the Bob Jane ads, you seem to have these straight lines, perfectly straight lines as clouds. And they're what is known as, termed as geoengineering or chemtrails that come out of planes, which leave long trails. It's something not normal. It's only been happening recently, and it's actually being poured out from planes for a special reason. I won't go into it, but it's not good for us. Trust me. And I'm just asking why Bob Jane would have subliminal. I can't say the word subliminal. Subliminal.
I'm just trying to understand what you're referring to. Let me just have a look at what's the commercial. What's the Let me just.
Oh, you can look at any of them that you have now.
They're very consistent, aren't they? Let me just see.
Yeah.
Just trying to understand which one, what clouds you're referring to.
Well, I'm looking at one at February 2016 TVC.
Okay.
It's on the internet.
So we have a consistent look and feel in line with our brand guidelines, obviously. And that's why we use the same sort of background for all our commercials.
Yeah, the question is, it seems very strange that Bob Jane that sell tyres would have a background like that. I mean, clouds don't sell tyres, obviously, and especially when you got straight lines in the background.
Okay, right.
Well, it just doesn't seem right. Is there a reason why?
No, it's just been like that for the last 40 years, I believe. I'm just straight lines. Okay, do you mean at the very start? Or I'm just looking at commercial again, clouds. Oh, you mean clouds on the background?
Yeah.
Or the actual commercial, like when you've got a road and then clouds in the background behind the headline of the campaign. Is that right? One of the first. Just a background, really.
Yeah, but that's not normal. Have you seen straight lines yourself, like that in the sky?
No, it's just it's just creative that we use. We didn't really think, about how thick. You mean that line is pretty thick, isn't it?
No, it's thin. What I'm looking at is 3 lines, all perfectly horizontal, and they stretch across the sky. It's not something that you normally see in the sky, but we do see it. But it's not normal, and people aren't aware of these things, and that's why they use them in like commercials on TV, and they use them in children's animations to actually get people conditioned to seeing that it's real and it's not. It's just that they're normal. But they're not normal, like I said at the start.
Because the commercial that I'm looking at, it's only got 1 line, not 3. So but
I'm looking at the February 2016, right at the end, at the 29-second mark.
Okay,
29 seconds, a 30-second commercial, and I've stopped it, and there it is.
So you've got the copy of the actual commercial. Oh yeah, I can see 3 lines. Yeah, at
the
end.
Yeah. Does that look strange to you? I mean, if you saw that, you'd go, well, what are those lines?
Well, you know what? I will pass your feedback to our management, and we'll see what we can do about it. We might get it changed.
Well, yeah, you can see.
Because we use the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just, I'll just pass your feedback and see if we can change it or not. But
hey, look, I'm not asking you to change it. I just queried why anyone would have
not
that.
real. We don't have any specific reason why we have that background. It just, we just wanted to sort of have grey background, and the main focus for us is Bob Jane logo at the end with our contact details.
Yeah, well,
but yeah.
Can you actually see the other clouds?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Normal cloud.
Yeah.
So if you actually went outside, well, you can't take because it's cloudy.
Yeah, I agree. It's not really exactly how it would look, but I think it just abstract sort of image on the background.
Okay.
So
well, it's just
yeah.
For someone who knows what's going on. I've been aware of these things for 5 years, and I've got a YouTube channel where I've actually filmed these. We call chemtrails.
Yeah.
The chemtrails that are sprayed from. Even Qantas sprays them over our skies in Melbourne, and they leave long trails, especially in the afternoon. And it's something that never used to happen, and it's something that the government doesn't talk about. And there's actually going to be a march in 2 weeks' time throughout the world protesting against this, against geoengineering. That's a term that's used because they're actually spraying metals in our sky, which are no good, like aluminium, strontium, barium. And these fall down below and come into us, and we breathe it, and it gets into our hair and into our blood. And it's a cause of Alzheimer's and respiratory problems, and it actually affects our soil and our water. And it's no good. And when I see it on TV commercials, we don't want children seeing this and believing that it's normal to have these. That, like I said, they have them in TV. Ads and in children's animations where children are growing up to believe that these lines in the background are normal. And so that they don't go running outside to their mummy and daddy and say, have a look at this, mummy and daddy. What's this in the sky? Because they don't want us to see it. As you might fully... Anyway, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no, thanks for your feedback. I'll pass it on.
Look, I asked you to go, do some research on YouTube.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just ask that question. That's for sure. Why we have this.
I'll spell it. It's like chemical. C-H-E-M.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about now. So,
Check
thank you.
Check it out. Have a good day. Thanks.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Bye.